Okay, so I'm going to do a quick image map example here in Dreamweaver CS4. And just to quickly explain what image maps are, is just simply making areas of the image clickable while other areas still remain not clickable. So this particular image, it's a real simple one, but basically three distinct shapes within the one image. And we're going to make each of these three shapes to be clickable using image maps. Okay, so it doesn't matter if I have the image selected or not. To draw the first map, I'm going to go up to the common insert bar, go under images, down to draw rectangle hotspot. Okay, and simply get across here with the mouse, and all I need to do is draw a rectangle around the first area. It's going to ask to put in a description in the alt field. It's kind of like alt text for images. I'm just going to hit OK on that. And note, if you were going to input the text, it would be right down here in the properties bar. What is important is that with this map selected, this area, is to go under the properties bar, and first off, the default name of the image map is map. So I'm just going to change that to nav map, press tab so that it applies. And where I see the change in the code is right up here. Right now I've got a big long image source because it's using the file. I haven't saved this document yet, but you'll see in the image code you'll see use map # nav map. So there's the name, and it's saying the image is using this map, and right below that is the map with that name and ID. Currently there's an area, and that shape is a rectangle. The coordinates count for the left corner at the top and the right corner at the bottom, the X and Y pixel coordinates within the image. And then href, that's where the link is going to go, which I'm going to input down here inside the properties bar in the link area. And for this one I'm just going to say page1.html. This is just an example, just showing you where the link would go. For the next area, it's a triangle, but really in HTML terms it's a polygon, so I'm going to use the draw polygon hotspot. And I just have to click on the 3 points. Okay, and I get the same message asking for the alt text. And I'll continue clicking, and I just need to click 3 times. Slightly different than the polygon lasso tool in Photoshop, where I don't have to click 4 times, meaning click on the original spot. I just have to do the 3. If you need to edit or change the map, I just go down to the pointer tool in the properties bar, and I can click on a point and change and adjust the map. Now most times people aren't going to sit there and actually worry about where they can click or not within an image, so you don't necessarily need to spend a lot of time with it. Okay, same thing, I go to the properties bar, and you notice that it's already using the nav map. It's just a second area within that map. This case, the area is a polygon, and then the coordinates is mapping out each and every point within that polygon. And then href, I'm going to put it in down here, page2.html. And I'll press tab and it will apply as page2.html. For the third shape, Dreamweaver is a little misleading. We need to draw a circle, and the shape is always a circle. If I go up to the common insert bar, Dreamweaver calls it an oval, and really it's a circle. So I pick the draw oval hotspot, and the easy way to kind of draw a circle, and this works in Photoshop and Illustrator, where I imagine a box around this circle. And I'm going to put my mouse where the leftmost edge would intersect with the topmost edge of that box, so the top left corner of it, and I'll draw out, and you'll see that the circle kind of pretty much snaps into place. And I'll click OK, and then I'll go down to the properties bar and put in page3.html tab. Oops. Clean up that code there. Now to just take a quick look at the area for this circle, the coordinates gives a value that is a point of X and Y coordinates for the center of the circle, and then the distance of the center to the edge, basically the radius. So there's only 3 values for the coordinates for the circle. If I save the file, and I'm just going to give it a file of image map.html and test in a browser, you'll see that these three areas are now clickable while the rest of the image is not. And that's it for image maps. It's pretty easy. You just need to put the image in, draw out the areas that you want to be clickable, and make sure that they link to a certain area that you want to. You can use an email link, an absolute link, a named anchor. All anchors apply. And as well, it's recommended that you put in the alt text describing where the click is going. That's it. See you again.